How's it going, guys? Hey, it's been a little bit, but I am back for another tech review, and today it's going to be another microphone. So the company Tonor reached out to me and they asked me to test out their newest gaming mic. And apparently one of the biggest hot ticket things about it is it's omnidirectional. It has good range, so you can be not necessarily right next to it, and it'll still hear you just as good. And they brag about some noise canceling features too. So how good is it? Well, let's find out. And disclaimer too, they didn't exactly pay for this video. They did supply me with the microphone, or refunded me for buying it on the Amazon store. So I dropped it. I dropped it before I even showed it to you. So let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay. Where was I? Yes. So it's not a paid for video. I'm not being told to say nice things. I'm supposed to give my honest opinion, which is good. This is the only type of video I do. So that being said, let's move on. Okay. Second disclaimer. This whole video is being recorded with a microphone, which I will show you in a second. So the audio quality you'll be able to hear when listening to this video. So you'll know how good it is. Makes sense. I'm reviewing a microphone. Why not use... Anyway, so you get a box. Inside this box, you get nothing. No, just kidding. It's a manual. The manual is, if you've never gotten a microphone before and have no idea how to set it up on Windows, this manual will be helpful. But if that's not the case, all you really need to do is plug it in. That's it. No driver lookups or anything like that. It installs everything itself within seconds. If it even does that, it might just use the audio hardware that's inside the computer already. I don't know, but all you do is plug it in and it's good to go. And USB microphones I'm becoming a bigger fan of because of having the power supply and the data transfer just through the cable itself. You actually can get a lot better results, and it's not even more expensive. It's just so much better than the traditional 3.5mm headphone jack that you, or audio jack, not headphones in this instance, audio jack that you would use. So yeah, it's great quality audio. It's so much better, so much. Okay, and what you do get now I told you I'd show you. So this is it. This is the Tonor gaming microphone. So we're going to talk about the design first. We already talked a little bit about the utility of it. So here is the design. So there's two sides to the mesh. It's supposed to be omnidirectional. That means that you can talk in pretty much any direction and you'll be heard just as well. So that's good, especially for gaming, because if you're really into a game or whatever, you're not going to be talking directly into it like you would a cardioid microphone. You know, it's better to have it, on your desk, so you can just talk and be a little more natural. You can have a little bit more movement involved, especially if you're not using headphones or your headphones don't have a good microphone on them. Microphone itself, as I'm rubbing it, it's gonna be the worst audio. So it's got that nice smooth velvety plastic feel, which is nice. I mean, you're not gonna be touching your microphone that much, so it doesn't really matter. The stand it comes with is tripod based, which I'm not a huge fan of, but this one does seem pretty sturdy. It has little rubber feet, so it doesn't wobble all around. And on the table, it is fairly steady. It doesn't fall over if I shake the table or anything like that. If you hit the table, it does pick up on that a little bit, but it's not terrible. One nice thing for versatility, a versatility point for me, is that the legs do come off and it is threaded to fit other stands, other poles, so that if you down the road want to get another stand above your desk or something like that, you can just thread it onto that. So that is pretty nice. That's a nice feature. It also comes with a windsock or a wind filter, pop filter. There's different names for it, but anyway, it goes on like so, and then you should be able to talk into it a little bit better and blow into it a little bit better, and it'll protect it. Cheaper microphones don't usually come with this, so that is also a nice feature. But word on that, and let me just take that off for a second. When it did come in, I'm gonna say this directly to our friends here at Tonor. Don't pack the pop filter in the thing like this. It came out and it was like so wrinkled, and I thought it was like done for. Thankfully, it regained most of its form. If you get in a little bit closer, it is still a little bit lumpy and wrinkly. It's not a good look. If you can find a different way to package that, that'd be better. I mean, it's a big enough box. It's just not the best way to do it. And yeah, I was annoyed. But I've had this a week. It's taken its form back. It's not that big of a deal. So let's slip this back on and in there. Second thing, this one's a little nitpicky. When I looked on this at the pictures online, it looked like this was blue LEDs. It looked like it was backlit. That was the way it was made to look in the picture. It looked backlit. It's just a printed design. Let's let that focus. It's just printed, but it's made to look like it's lit. And I mean, just as a printed design's well enough, but I mean, when something's made to, it's like having stickers for headlights. It's kind of like, why? So I didn't like that, but that's just me. It's really stupid to pick on that. It really is, because I mean, it's not going to affect anything in the end of the day. It was just an aesthetic that I wish was there, because it's kind of made to look like it. So I told you I'd be having full opinions in this review, and that's it. But that's probably my biggest, stab at it. There's that. Now, the quality itself, I played quite a few games fairly extensively on it, and I use Discord, and it has its own audio cleansing, audio noise cancellation type thing. And my speakers, I'll show you right here. The microphone I typically had right around there. The speakers are just right there. They're old speakers. They're the worst, but I just moved to this office and I needed speakers, and I had them from years ago. Anyway, stop talking about my speakers. Anyway, the speakers are right next to the microphone, and there was no feedback, which is impressive and kind of a big deal. And not only that, when I was talking on Discord, I didn't use headphones, so the people who were talking back to me didn't hear themselves talking. So I'm not sure how much of it was Discord's audio software and how much of it was the microphone itself, but it did well. I mean, typically you'd be wanting to use headphones anyway. I'm just saying what happened when I did it, and that's pretty good. That's impressive. I am happy with that. So don't know how much is the microphone, but it happened with the microphone, so there's that. The audio quality itself, I haven't put the acoustic foam up yet in this office, so it isn't the most ideal place to record. So we'll be fair about that. But being omnidirectional, just due to the nature of it, cardioid microphones would have a much cleaner, crisper sound to it. This is a little bit more toned out, a little tinier, which isn't a big deal. You can still hear everything clearly. It's just the quality itself isn't something that you would be wanting to record audio tracks for music or podcasts for. It's just not that type of microphone. What it is a microphone for is gaming, and it's good for that. And and it's light communications. I mean, it's clear enough, it's good enough. It's meant to be able to hear you from different points in a room, so that you don't necessarily have to be right next to it. You can have a little bit more freedom and movement. So it is good for that, and I like it. And I keep it around for a gaming mic. It's pretty useful. So those are my thoughts. I liked using it. I think it is a good feature. I might want to get something so that I can move it out of the way. I don't like the tripod. I want to attach it to something else, but other than that, I think it's a pretty good microphone. So if you're looking for a good gaming microphone on the cheap, Tonor is the way to go. It is brand new. They just added it to the market, so I think I'm one of the first few to test it. So cool. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. For more microphone reviews or other tech reviews, link in my channel. I'll probably put a video for something sort of like this one over here. And then if you want to subscribe, I'll probably put my face logo here. I do videos like this. Lately, it's been every 2 weeks. It used to be weekly. It used to be twice a week. But I've been cooking up something special. Something special. You guys will see soon. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll talk to you guys. I'll see you guys. You'll watch me later. See ya.